Part 3. Arousal. What is arousal? Arousal is often linked to intensity of behaviour. Intensity of behaviour refers to the degree of emotional energy that is felt in different situations. There are two types of arousal: somatic, which refers to the body's response to arousal, and physiological or cognitive, which refers to the mind and the thought response. There are three theories of arousal and its effect on sporting performance. There is the drive theory, inverted U theory, and catastrophe theory. We'll start with the drive theory. Right, so the first theory is the drive theory. The drive theory suggests that high arousal correlates to higher performance. There is a positive correlation. Therefore, a gymnast with high arousal is more likely to perform better. So, high arousal, higher performance. This can be true when applied to experienced performers. However, apply this to a novice performer and it is not true, as they don't want high arousal as they struggle with this skill. It's not pre-learned like the experienced athletes would be. The biggest criticism with this theory is that it doesn't explain when athletes get it wrong by making mistakes, such as Andre Escobar's own goal in the 1994 World Cup. The inverted U theory. The second theory I'm going to talk about is the inverted U theory. The inverted U theory suggests that performance increases with arousal until an optimum point. Once arousal passes this point, it decreases in their performance. The diagram on the screen will help you walk this through. If you're in the first section of the inverted U, then you are under-aroused. Under-arousal can lead to a lack of concentration and daydreaming. It can lead to them not being able to focus on the relevant cue. For example, an under-aroused basketballer may not be focusing on the play, but they get distracted, and they start watching the clock count down and get caught by the switch of play. Then there is optimal arousal, this section in the middle, when the arousal is best for the performance. So if we apply it to the same example as before, the basketball player would be paying attention to the relevant cues, such as where the ball is on the court, and if there is a chance for a change of possession, so whether they should be thinking defensively or offensively. The last section you can see on the diagram is over-arousal. Over-arousal can cause hypervigilance or blind panic when they are unable to think and they just do, wildly performing basic motor movements without much rationale to support the actions. As you can see from the diagram, it's a sloping scale, so it slopes down. So at the bottom here is where there is low arousal and low performance. As arousal increases gradually, the performance increases until it reaches an optimum point. After that, arousal is still increasing, but performance is gradually dropping. The main criticism with this theory is the gradual decrease. Often with high arousal comes a blunder and a dramatic drop in performance. Therefore, the gradual decrease here isn't accurate as to what would occur in a sporting situation. Let's apply this criticism to our basketball example. The basketballer becomes over-aroused and starts to panic. A long throw is thrown to you, and you fumble and drop the ball, leading to the opposition getting the ball. This wouldn't look like a gradual drop on the diagram. It would be a sudden drop, so it would come down like this. The final theory is the catastrophe theory. The theory suggests increased arousal increases performance to an optimum point, much alike the inverted U. However, after the optimal point, the theory suggests that there is a catastrophe, which is here. Something that happens within a game that causes the performance to drop. For example, a basketballer mistimes a catch and fumbles, and the possession of the ball is lost to the opposing team. That is the catastrophe that would cause the dramatic drop in performance level.